Lovelies, and welcome to the Witch's Cookery. Today, fitting to the start of a new year, I would like to talk with you about how to manifest or how to make your dream life a reality. Now, last year I made a video where I made a vision board that actually works, where I put all my dreams and desires for the past year, and it all has manifested into my reality. So today I want to take a second to review all of that. Then I want to share my specific manifestation techniques with you, a little bit of witchery, a little bit of psychology, and last but not least we will make a new vision board together. I invite you to manifest with me. Now, after these past 2 years, I feel that a lot of people don't even dare to dream for 2022. A lot of people are just like, oh, please, let us survive this year. That's all we want. Understandably so. It has been a very, very tough time. However, it really doesn't have to be like that. You don't have to put a break onto your life, even though you might be struggling. There might be very hard outside influences on you at the moment. You can still use this year to thrive in many different ways. Lemonade. Focus on your inner strength, your choice, your passions. And with my manifestation techniques today, I want to show you how. First of all, what does manifestation or manifesting actually mean? Nothing more or less than making your dreams, your desires, a reality. And yes, this is a witchy channel, but I'm also a very skeptical earth sign person. We're really focusing on manifestation techniques that are actually psychologically proven rather than pseudoscience and the universe and whatnot. Of course, if that works for you, feel free to include that. Today I'm gonna focus more on why certain techniques actually work and how they influence your mind, your life, the outcomes. I've always been a little lemonade maker, and a positive outlook on life definitely helps with achieving your goals and dreams. Now, before the pandemic hit, I lived in a big city, I had a great life, 6-figure salary, very successful, traveling all the time, doing all the things, and then my life changed. No job anymore. My partner doesn't have a job because he's still a student. We were moving to rural Germany, countryside, without a car, without any clue about how life in a little small town would be. And of course that was very scary. I really reflected on what I want in life. My dreams, my aspirations, working from home, being creative, doing mindful things that make me and other people happy. If you want things in life that you never had, you have to do things that you've never done. So I put all my wishes and desires on this vision board here. YouTube channel growth. First of all, thank you all for being here, for following along, and especially for commenting your own experiences, your life, your ideas under my videos. I love to read those, to respond to those, and to be in dialogue. Of course, YouTube in the beginning only costs you money, it doesn't make you money, but now I'm finally at a point where it's an actual salary that we can pay our bills from. So thank you again. It would not be possible without you. Book deal to write a couple of witchy books. I didn't get only one book deal. I actually got approached by 3 different publishing houses. So there are things in the working, and not only one book will come your way, but multiple ones, and I do hope you will enjoy them. With a couple of struggles and obstacles, this has also manifested into my reality, and we will be welcoming a little witchling very soon. I'll be hosting my first witchy retreat in April this year. It booked out within 24 hours and already have 3 more lined up for next year. After 30 years around the sun, I actually bought my first car. It's not that fancy. The car is about half as old as me, and it cost around the equivalent of 1 month of shopping, but it drives, so hello, I'm going places. And for a tiny bit of luxury and peace of mind, I'm finally financially in a position to have someone occasionally to come and help me clean my home. So how does one go about manifesting desires? How did I achieve my dreams and goals, manifested them into reality? What manifestation techniques are out there for you that really are successful? I really do want to share my knowledge with you on how to win 2022, but all these manifestation techniques are not magic, they're not just easy, nothing just flies your way because you're doing the 3-6-9 method or whatnot. In other words, you better work, bitch. What they are though, are tools to help you tune your mindset, boost your work ethic, boost your self-confidence, help you free yourself of limiting beliefs, and there's psychological tricks in order for you to become clearer about your truest desires and wishes and define a desired reality that works for you. One of the basics of manifestation is visualization, meaning to be able to picture the dreams and outcomes that you want to achieve in your mind. How will life look? How will you feel? How will you look? What will you do? Where will you live? What will you eat? Oh, I'm really hungry. Power it up again. My favorite tool for that is the vision board, a very visual aid that you can put somewhere where you see it every day to be reminded exactly of what you want in life, because that is such a great motivator to go after the things and to really put in the effort and the work. I have way more information on how to make a vision board that actually works in that video linked up here or up here. There's also a bit of witchery in there with digital magic and such. If that floats your boat, feel free to include that. Two other great techniques as a visualization aid are journaling and scripting. In short, writing your desires down on a regular basis. I really like to sit down in a moment of quiet, light a candle, maybe with a corresponding color if I feel very witchy, find a place of meditation, of rest, and then let the words flow onto the paper. Sometimes when I visualize only in my head, it can become all muddled or other thoughts creep in and I get distracted, but when I write, I'm very focused and words just seem to come out and make themselves clear on paper. And sometimes it might even surprise you what you write down if you're just letting it flow out. Now you can do this daily or even more times in a day, or you just do it weekly or monthly. It doesn't matter. Search for what fits your lifestyle, your time frames best. You can do this in form of diary entries from future you, being out how your future look, how you'll feel, and so on and so forth, by writing down desired outcomes, numbers, goals. Again, whatever works for you. The 369 method is something that a lot of people recommend, and for sure it works, where you write down 3 times in the morning, 6 times, like, you get the gist. You write down a lot of times in a day what you desire. I don't like that. It's too much writing and too much time that I can put in other things. So instead of doing that, I rather sit down in the morning and take 5 mindful minutes with my coffee, and while I'm having my coffee and stirring it, I daydream about what I want life to look like, what goals I want to manifest, and I let those ideas flow into my coffee, so to say, and then I take that coffee to my office and let it energize me for the day. Bit of caffeine, bit of magic, great combination. Let the fantasies, let the dreams inspire you. Now, one of the key things when it comes to manifestation techniques, gratefulness. If we are not grateful for the things we already have in our life, we don't curate a mindset of happiness. Instead, we are curating a mindset of always struggling, always reaching for more, never being content. We're struggling, we're rat racing. And it's psychologically proven that with a positive outlook, with a positive mindset, you actually see more solutions and you see more options. You don't have that tunnel vision, you don't have that survival in you that kind of limits your options or what you see in life. Your focus becomes much wider, which gives you a range of ways to achieve your goals. It's also proven that with a negative attitude or mindset, you see much more obstacles, which makes the hurdle to manifesting and realizing things so much higher. You can do gratitude journaling. If you believe in a higher power or the universe or whatever, you can thank them. My personal favorite is to go out in the mornings and watch the sunrise, see nature waking up. It feels like the world belongs to me. Everything is fresh, it's beautiful. In that setting, I can't feel anything but gratitude and happiness. It's absolutely fantastic if you live in a rural setting. It's like fantasy world. But I also did that when I lived in a city. I would go to my favorite coffee shop in the morning, get a really nice big cup of yumminess, walk through the streets and just soak it all in, feeling grateful, feeling happy, and then I would return to the everyday struggles. But you know, another helpful technique when it comes to manifesting is to surround yourself with positive people, meaning people that are supportive of your goals, of your dreams, or people that already have reached certain goals or have a life similar to what you want. Never underestimate the power of a little bit of vitamin C. But it also lifts your own spirits. When it comes to manifesting your desires, your goals, your dreams, your biggest weapon, your biggest tool is mindset. And with that, how you see yourself. My favorite way to do so is with a little bit of self-love magic in the mornings, front of a mirror, positive affirmations. And I like to really hit the feelings and the personal stuff. I am brave, I am smart, I am successful, I have energy, I am steadfast, I am determined. Things that might sound weird coming out of your mouth if you haven't practiced that, or if subconsciously there are things there that you don't fully believe yourself. But by repeating those to you, they will settle in your mind. They will really influence how you feel about yourself. Your self-worth, self-love, confidence, everything will go up. And these are key things in order to achieve goals. If you don't feel deserving, if you don't feel like you can do things and really achieve stuff, you never will, because your mind will be your biggest obstacle. You basically have an enemy living rent-free in your own head that always will put you down. So in order to allow yourself success, happiness, and all that good stuff, you have to convince your mind that your dreams and you and everything around that is valid. And with that goes manifestation, affirmations, basically the same thing, but more focused on your goal. I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am rich, I am that bitch. Anyone else addicted to TikTok? And this is what we very often use in spell work. We see a certain outcome and desire. I will have 10,000 in my bank account, so mote it be, or whatever your jazz is. By doing so and by saying so, we motivate ourselves subconsciously to achieve that, to strive for that, to find ways to get that. Affirmation is the direct positive approach to that, but we also have something that goes a little bit deeper, and that is belief assessment. Now, we all grow up with certain beliefs. Might it be from childhood experience, from culture, from what society tells us, from what we ourselves tell us subconsciously, social media, you name it, we got it. Our own beliefs can be our biggest obstacles. Let's say you come from a very traditional academic background, but your true desires is to make hand-embroidered tea doilies and live in a offshore cottage somewhere in the north of Europe. For example, you might actually hold on to subconscious beliefs that society or your family implemented in you, that this is not a real career, this will never get you the money you need, this is a hobby, not something that people can actually live off. And these are all limiting beliefs, and they're actually not true. You really can make things work if you put in work and a little bit of creative thinking and solutions. So you might internally struggle with permitting yourself to dream big, to actually see that as a possibility, and these are beliefs that you have to break down. A very good way to do so is to dive into shadow work, and I will leave you my video on that linked up here so you can see what that would entail. There's also some witchiness and spells and ideas in there to make it a bit more spiritual if you like to. Belief assessments are also a great way to break down your desires and dreams. Do you desire something only because society wants you to, or because it's appropriate for your age range, or is it something that will truly make you happy? My preferred technique to do shadow work with those kind of topics is again through writing stuff down, or even looking up journal prompts online surrounding those topics to discover things you haven't thought of yourself. It's very hard to uncover things that are not consciously there, so it's good to have that outside input. Use affirmations, use hypnosis, use meditation before you go to bed to influence your mind again in a positive way, to reprogram yourself. Needless to say, in order to manifest big things, you often have to take very scary, risky decisions. If you want something new, if you want something big, you have to step outside your comfort zone. But with those manifestation techniques, these manifestation methods, it should build you up enough in order to be brave enough to take that step. Now, while it's great to follow a certain dream or a goal and work towards that, especially if the road seems very clear to you, by all means, do that. But sometimes it could happen that we are too focused on something and we don't see the bigger picture or the surroundings anymore. And for that, I do recommend tarot and oracle reading. reads. There is such a great way to shift your focus, to get those outside impulses, to maybe sometimes take a little break, step back, and let also random things happen, or let life happen and see what it throws your way, because that can also bring a lot of positivity into your life, new opportunities, and just balance out the wanting and the going after things with what you need from other focal points in your personal life. And now that I shared how manifesting works and how to make your dreams a reality, we're going to make my new vision board together. Now, first of all, we need a big enough carton for all our wishes and dreams. And I've printed out pictures that really accurately help me visualize exactly how I want things to be. I really invested time here too, because the closer your visualization, the more powerful, more motivating it is. So what do I have on there? Well, you already know that I'm writing a book, so I would really love for one of my books to become a bestseller. Obviously, I also would like my channel to grow bigger, form a bigger community. Ideally, I would like to get an additional life coach degree, just to have a little bit more of that background in case I want to do more with that in the future. As you can see, I put Netflix on there. I mean, that's a really big dream, but I would love to do like a witchy Netflix show. How cool would that be? Dare to dream big. In the future, we would also love to live closer to a city. If you can guess those two cities right, I personally will send you a cookie. But we still would like nature and the rural charm, so I put this lovely old farmhouse on there. And of course, exactly how I want my witch's kitchen to look like. At some point, I would also like to invest in property, one in Scandinavia, one in Spain when we see family. And I would also like to become greener. We already buy mostly local veggies, but I also want to do that with meat products, which of course are more expensive, and we would have to limit our meat intake, but that's really a goal for this year. With that comes also a curated wardrobe, because my wardrobe is a mess and I have way too many things. I want to have more sustainable things that last for a long time, maybe partnering up with brands that share similar ethics. I want to have more time for friends and family again, meaning regular date nights, eating brunch with friends, doing yoga or any other sport in a group, sometimes being able to do my nails, to get a massage. I wouldn't be the kitchen bitch that I am if I didn't want an outdoor pizza oven or a bread oven, and a cozy little book nook to write my books in. I also want to be able to focus more on the kids, and I'm a super big fan of the Montessori method, so I put that on here too. I envision our family to be healthy, happy, active together. And last but not least, I would love to design my own fun witchy merch. So what is on your vision board for 2022? Let me know in the comments. I hope your dreams and aspirations will manifest into your reality. I see you soon. Goodbye.